What is up, everybody? Dan DeSilva here from eCom Dudes. Another awesome training session that we're doing here today. Today's gonna be a little bit different, actually. What we're gonna be talking about today is how you can use eBay to drop ship on your Shopify store. So before I actually dive into this, I just wanna let you know right now, it's gonna be a lot of over the shoulder on my computer so I can kind of show you a lot of different things, how to keep organized, what to look for, using different little resources as well. But what you're gonna be doing is using eBay. Now, a lot of times eBay is a great source to drop ship fast, meaning that if you see a product on, let's say AliExpress, that's being sold for 99 cents, most likely it's gonna be on eBay for $2, but it's coming from the US, meaning your purchaser, your buyer, your client, your customer is actually going to get their product much faster than 14 to 20 days what it takes to get from China over to them in the US. It'll get to them in like 3 to 5 days, which is pretty cool. So again, what we're gonna be talking about in this particular video is using eBay to actually drop ship on Shopify. So without any further ado, let's hop into it right now.
All right, so the first step we're gonna start with actually going ahead and drop shipping from eBay is using a site called watchcount.com. Now let's say you actually wanna dive into the niche of, let's say, dogs. You're gonna type in dogs to watch count. And what's gonna happen here is it's gonna run through an entire database of all dog-related products on eBay that are selling exceptionally well. So right here, we see the watch count. There's 4,300 people watching it, which means that around 4,300 people are interested in purchasing it if they have not purchased it yet. And take a look at this number right here, past sales, almost 20,000. So if you have, all right, a 1-to-2, 1-to-1, 1-to-4 ratio in this case, that becomes, or a 1-to-5 ratio in this case, that becomes really good. Which means for every one watcher, if there's one sale, that's great. If there's one watcher to 2 sales, it's even better. 1-to-3, phenomenal. 1-to-4, I mean, the higher it goes, the better it is. All right. So again, right here we have a 1-to-5. Over here we have a 1-to-3. Over here we have another almost, I'd say 1-to-3 over here as well, just to play it safe. A little higher than that, but again. All these, it seems like the cages are performing absolutely phenomenally well. So if we were to click on this one right here, from eBay, it's gonna take us right to eBay. Now it's $39.99. The listing price is $100, you save $60. Now this is great. So what can you do over here? Well, the first thing you can do is actually go ahead and see if you can get it at a cheaper price. So over here is $39.99, 36, now this is 48, this is 42, this is 36. But again, what you can go ahead and do is see if you can find it for even cheaper, right? But if you can't, then what you're gonna do is take this product over here and go ahead and list it on your store and run Facebook ads to it. So what we're gonna do is take black 48, all right, whoops, let me just go over here. All right, so let's see if we can go and grab this. All right, so 48, dog cage. All right, let's see what we have over here. Okay, so we have, this one's definitely gonna be $59.99. So I just wanna go ahead and just click on this right here and see what we have here. Okay, so we have 48-inch, 2-door, $59.99. So we're better off getting it from right here. So we're better off from taking it from this one right here at the top. Now, the secondary problem you're gonna face is once you find one that you can sell, right, what you're gonna do is take a look down below. Now, for the shipping, you need to take a look at the item location. So it's in the United States. Some of them are not in the United States. Some of them are coming from China, and that's what you have to be very careful with, is you wanna make sure it's coming from the United States to make sure you get fast shipping. So once you find the product, go ahead and make sure you list it on your store. It's very simple. All you have to do is grab the image that you want, typically in the description as well. You can take this picture per se, drag it onto your actual desktop, right-click it, and then save image as, choose your location. Once you choose your location, go ahead and put it into your Shopify store. But again, make sure you're doing all your research beforehand to know how to target on Facebook, and if you're using Google, how to target on Google as well to sell this item. Now again, your other question might be, well, Dan, how can I go ahead and stop my audience from going to eBay if I list it at a higher price? And this is such a good question, and my simple answer all the time is when you're advertising on Facebook, it's more impulsive purchases, and a lot of people aren't doing their research on looking for other locations to purchase it. Because if that were the case, majority of the products sold in the United States right now can easily be found on AliExpress, which means that your customers can just go to AliExpress. Now they'd have to wait longer time periods, but it doesn't really matter. What I'm telling you right now is if you're putting too much emphasis on thinking about your customers going out and purchasing from a site like eBay or going directly to AliExpress or Wish.com, then go ahead and let them do that. You're not catering to that audience. You're catering to those that are gonna purchase automatically right on the spot. So when it comes down to it, creating your actual ads and going and putting this on your store, the number one aspect I can tell you that everybody says all the time is, Dan, can't they just go directly to eBay? Can't they just go to AliExpress? Can't they just go to Wish? And the answer is yes, they can. But that's not the type of buyer that you're looking for. Somebody who's doing their research and whatnot, they're looking for the best price. They're also looking for the best possible cage they can get with their budget, which means no matter what, you're not going to be able to stop them from going out and buying your product or stop them from actually not purchasing your product, if that makes sense. Meaning that no matter what, if they're willing to do their research, then you automatically will never be able to sell anything, because no matter what, they'll be able to get products at a cheaper rate and cheaper cost than what you can. They can probably pick it up at your cost if you're following the dropshipping model. So once you actually sell the product, you're just gonna have to go ahead and just click buy it now and make sure your billing details are to your billing and your shipping details are to your customer. So that's all you have to do when it comes down to drop shipping with eBay. Just put the product right into your store, start running traffic, purchase the product once your customer purchases from you, and go ahead and rinse and repeat. My name's Dan DeSilva from eCom Dudes, and I look forward to seeing you on the next training video.